Hello, my name is Sonali and I welcome you to the latest episode of Around the World in 7 Days. Around 544 BC, there was an ancient military strategist named Sun Tzu in China. He believed that true mastery does not lie in achieving 100% success in 100 battles. Instead, the perfection of skill lies in subduing an enemy without engaging in combat. This philosophy of winning without fighting is still prevalent in the strategies adopted by countries worldwide today. It seems that all the countries want to seek victory through non-confrontational means. In this role, China's name is at the top among Asian countries. It appears as if China is following the strategic move shared by Sun Tzu. China has significantly increased its influence in the Indian Ocean, causing concern among numerous countries worldwide, including India. This is the reason why India has been actively participating in many military exercises with different countries to counter China's influence. India wants to safeguard its relationships with Africa and Asia and maintain control over the sea routes that link these regions, such as the Indo-Pacific Ocean. Consequently, the topic of the Indian Ocean becomes a recurring focal point during India's diplomatic engagements abroad. Recently, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi went on a tour to America and France, the issue of the Indo-Pacific region featured in discussions too. Simultaneously, Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar was also on a week-long tour of Indonesia and Thailand. There he held talks with East Asian partners on a range of issues. These developments indicate India's proactive approach to diplomacy as it strives to secure its national interest by countering China in the Indo-Pacific region. But the question is how? How is India engaging in diplomatic exercises concerning the Indian Ocean? Who are the nations that are supporting India in this endeavor? In today's episode, we will find answers to these questions. In fact, as India's power relations are gaining new momentum, it is expanding its influence in the region. In recent times, India has been placing particular emphasis on strengthening its strategic partnerships, especially in the matter of the Indian Ocean region. Given the kind of maritime security challenges, it has become necessary for India to forge comprehensive and intelligent partnerships with other powers in the region. These include building bilateral as well as multilateral partnerships. The primary focus of India's partnership with the US and France have been on defense and advanced technologies. However, discussions with both countries have prominently centered around India's Asian neighborhood and its role in the Indo-Pacific region. For example, in France, PM Modi and President Emmanuel Macron have released an Indo-Pacific roadmap for comprehensive cooperation. It is based on an ambitious regional agenda in the Indian Ocean. Under this, both countries agreed to expand cooperation to ensure a regionally balanced and stable system in terms of sovereignty and territorial integrity. The roadmap also announced that both India and France would continue to work together to enhance development cooperation in various countries across the region, including Africa, the Indian Ocean, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific. The two countries also pledged to promote cooperation with regional partners in bilateral and multilateral arrangements such as the Indian Ocean Rim Association, the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium, the Indian Ocean Commission, the Djibouti Code of Conduct, and ASEAN-led institutions. This cooperation was underlined by Modi and Macron when the French president visited India in 2018. Significantly, this was the first time that India had agreed to work together with a former European colonial power, Indian Ocean, which some experts considered as abandoning the ideal principle of Indian foreign policy. It is worth noting that previously the principle of Indian foreign policy had emphasized that colonial and extra-regional powers should be kept out of the affairs regarding the Indian Ocean region. Apart from this, in recent times, India's strategic partnership with America today rests predominantly on a specific regional issue, that is Indo-Pacific region. The joint statement issued by Prime Minister Modi and US President Joe Biden last month featured a separate section on strategic cooperation within the Indo-Pacific region. Modi and Biden also committed to work closely with regional forums such as the Indian Ocean Rim Association, the Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative, and ASEAN to fulfill shared aspirations and address common challenges in the Indo-Pacific region. Furthermore, India had also affirmed its commitment in its Indo-Pacific report that it will continue to have a strategic partnership with India in the Indo-Pacific region. At the same time, America and India will continue to work together and through regional groupings promote stability in South Asia. In addition, India is also forging strategic partnerships with other countries to reduce China's influence in the Indian Ocean region. If seen on the map, India is collaborating with Iran, UAE, and Oman in the west, and Seychelles, Mauritius, Madagascar, and France, Reunion Island in the southwest to further this objective. The Indian Navy has obtained permission to build a base on Reunion Island. Moreover, India has extended its presence in Myanmar, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Australia in Southeast Asia. In the south, India is monitoring the Indo-Pacific region through Sri Lanka, Maldives, and 𝐃𝐫𝐤𝐬𝐻𝐿𝐴 Island of United Kingdom. The Indian Navy has access to the base on 𝐃𝐫𝐤𝐬𝐻𝐿𝐴 Island, further bolstering India's maritime capabilities in the region. Indeed, the current approach in Indian diplomacy marks a departure from its past practices. Earlier, there was no connection in India's relations with Asian neighboring countries and major global powers. The notion that Asia is for the Asians and that the Indian Ocean can be secured without the involvement of world powers was very dominant in Indian thinking. But it did not take long to dispel the illusion that India neither had the ability to prevent major global powers from entering the region nor its Asian neighbors from engaging with external powers. In view of this, India reassessed its stance and considered it necessary to take support of these powers to safeguard its interest. As a result, India is actively pursuing partnerships with countries like United Kingdom, France, and America, in which the issue of Indian Ocean region is prominently included. So that's all in this discussion. See you in the next episode. But before leaving, let's note down a practice question based on today's coverage. The Indian Ocean is a strategically important region for India. This is the reason why India is increasing its strategic partnership with other countries to safeguard its interest here. Comment.